Theo has been rearranging the dining room, and I am batch cooking. So I'm just going to show you what
dining room you got there. Shame if someone were to rearrange it.
Do you want me to deal with you, mister? Do you want me to deal with you? I live with this. Chaos. So yeah, I was just going to show you some of what I'm doing. I've already got in the freezer. Oh, sorry, it fell. I've already got in the freezer honey mustard chicken, sweet and sour chicken, chicken curry.
I would love to come on, but you've knocked everything over.
Is he making a mess everywhere?
He's like a one-man rampage.
He's a one-man wrecking machine. That's what I've said all the way along. Well, don't have children, I said. So yeah, I've had them going. I've added my potatoes to my slow cooker in the stew. So this is bubbling away. This is 2 meals for this one, with dumplings on. I've got 3 meals.
You mentioned that there are 3 already in the freezer.
Yeah, I've said I've done chicken curry, sweet and sour, and honey mustard chicken already in there. So... But as I said, they were easy because all I had to do was take frozen chicken, pour the jars over the top of them, add a bit of veg, chuck them back in the freezer because I'm going to cook them and the chicken together in the oven in a slow roast. That's the plan. Anyway, so that's the stew. That's 2 meals worth of stew. I'm cutting up chorizo, which I'll explain in a minute. But I've got like Mexican fajita. I've got tomatoes, chicken, onions, peppers, lots and lots of different beans and chickpeas and lots of things like that. Bubbling away in a bit of tomato and a stock cube. Once that's reduced down, I'm going to layer that up with wraps, which are here, and cheese in the little pots, and then we could just bake it in the oven as it is. So that's one. I've also got a big pot of base sauce. I'm going to have to turn it this way. And this base sauce is... Can't hear a word I'm saying because my children and my husband. Seriously. This pot of base sauce is lentils, tomatoes, minced beef, carrots, onions, mushrooms, spinach, and it's just stewing down. I'm going to stew it down for several hours, and then that's going to be white and orange.
Because what you said, juice, that was non-specific, not that one. Okay, cool. Go in front.
Juice, non-specific. Juice, non-specific.
Kitchen troll?
I do not have a clue, Sam. I am.
No, I don't like the whole kitchen. This is quite awkward. Oi, Dylan!
Just have to use a tea towel or something.
No, that's me and it's milk.
Here, kitchen roll. You hid it behind. You hid it behind. There we go.
We hid it behind.
I hid it behind. Fine, all right. Hello, one viewer I have. I'm just going through the chaos that I'm doing batch cooking.
Probably a bot.
It's probably a bot. Do I want to be famous? That can actually go.
Oh.
What? What?
I just found out what was in there.
What is it?
Nothing you'd want.
Let me look.
What is it? I'm curious now.
You can have the lollipop. Oh, the lollipop.
How long have they been in there, though?
It's just a lollipop. It's pure sugar. It doesn't go off. And then we got some of those cult sweets.
Oh, God, yeah, they've been in there for months. That tub needs going away anyway.
Yes, it does.
The Cookie Monster needs going away.
It's not Cookie Monster. It's Wookie Cookies.
Wookie Cookies. I am trying to do a stream, and it's impossible. It's impossible with this household. Told you that's from like his 2nd birthday or something. So they're 2-year-old. They're going to be proper sticky.
Yeah, I don't think I can get this out of the plastic, buddy. I don't want to disappoint you, but oh no, the plastic won't come off.
Why don't you just give him some proper sweets out the cupboard?
Right, okay. Have some proper sweets. Don't have this because this is
dirty
horrible.
And horrible.
It's really sticky and you can't get the plastic off. This will have to go to the great lollipop sweet shop in the sky.
So,
if you go through, I'll bring you a bowl of sweeties.
But wait.
No, not but wait.
but wait, there's more.
I'm going to count down from 3, buddy. If
So-
you're not in the living room.
Yeah, so the stew's going. Stew is in. I have to do it this way because I can't do it the other way. Stew is in the slow cooker. That's a stew pack that I got from Asda. Some sweet potatoes, some normal potatoes, some
Right.
mushrooms, some onions, carrots,
3.
Open it.
some turnips, parsnips, swede, that kind of thing, and some diced beef. And it's just stewing. It's just been left on the slow cooker. This is bubbling away. I'm going to have to do it this way round. I can't show you. This is bubbling away. This is the Mexican chicken. Please go out the way and take him with you. This is my big batch of... This is going to be split into 3 meals. So one of them will be chili with wedges. One of them will be... Well, you'll have to have another packet. The dog's ate his crisps. So anyway, we're getting a chili out of that, which I will add the chili sauce to and some extra beans and things, so it's going to get split. The lasagna's going to be done that. I've still got to do the white sauce for that and things like that, but I'll do that in a bit. But
Do not
Yeah.
worry, everyone. We've now established whose fault it is if a small boy leaves crisps in the room with the dog and walks away. If the dog... I haven't put the water in it.
it'll be the small boys. But I bet the dog got yelled at, though.
He did, and then I was like, why are you yelling at Gatsby?
Our poor dog. Our poor dog. So yeah, that's stewing down for about 3 hours, the base sauce. And it says lasagna, chili and cottage pie. The cottage pie I will add peas and sweet corn and things like that to it, just to and then add the mashed potato on the top. And then
bowl of sweeties.
it says the chili, I will add the chili stuff and the beans to it. And then that will be put in a tray. And we're having wedges with that. And then the lasagna I will layer up. Might even get 2 lasagnas out of this. This could be crazy. I'm cooking chorizo because after this Mexican chicken is finished cooking, I have some spare chicken that I cooked already that I'm going to chuck back in the pan with some, because it's got some mushrooms and onions and peppers in there. And I'm going to fry off the chorizo, add some rice, mix up a stock cube, some spices, pour it over the top. And that'll be like a rice bake. So it'll do us, you know what I mean? The rice can stay raw because it doesn't matter if the rice stays raw. It'll cook. As long as there's plenty of stock in there, it'll cook with the chorizo and the chicken in the oven. So I just need to fry off the chorizo, but I need the pan. There we go, people are binging me. But I need the pan, and at the moment, as I've only got the 2-ring hob, as most of you, if anybody's watched my other videos, I've only got the 2 rings at the moment. I can only do like 2 things at a time, and I've got the big batch sauce bubbling away, and I've got the... So as soon as this Mexican chicken's finished, bloody binging me. As soon as this Mexican chicken's finished, I can then layer that up and then put that in the fridge or in the freezer, let it cool down, go in the fridge freezer, and we can work on the chorizo rice, which I think will be delicious. Hopefully it'll be tasty. I want some juice left in this. It's drying out a bit. It's getting a bit drier, but I want some juice left in it. But I don't want it. I want it a bit thicker. I want it not to be so thin, if you know what I mean, because it's got to layer up with tortillas, with the wraps, and then be baked in the oven with cheese and things on top. So I could do without it being mega runny. It just needs to be thicker. As says, all of these things have got hidden veg in everywhere and things like that, so I can make sure that Dylan gets his vitamins and nutrients and stuff, because so far it's been a lot of takeaway and I'm on Slimming World and I've gained £3 on Slimming World this week just because of all the takeaway and stuff, while we're ripping kitchens out and stuff. So I'm trying to get as much as I can done now this weekend. We're having a Sunday dinner tomorrow. It's the last Sunday dinner I'm going to cook in here before the new kitchen gets in. So we'll do a Sunday dinner tomorrow, and that'll be my last Sunday dinner in here. And then we'll be doing just basic eating out the freezer and the fridge from the batch cooking. And hopefully, because I've made them all lots of lentils and chickpeas and, beans and, kidney beans and butter beans, and, because I've done that, I'm hopefully not going to gain too much weight over this transitional period of kitchen, because I literally have neglected my Slimming World completely. Once the kitchen's in, I will do a lot more cooking in here, and I will show you what I'm cooking and Slimming World food that I'm cooking as well. If anybody's interested in that, I will quite happily show you what I eat when I'm on Slimming World. But big disadvantage not having a proper kitchen, and now we're having a proper kitchen put in. I feel like, oh yeah, finally we're getting somewhere. But at the same time, it's like chaos at the moment. Everything's all over the place. The house is a mess. We're trying to get things cleared up. We're trying to get the cupboards emptied. We're trying to make sure we've got space in the dining room, and they've piled up if you watch my last video, they've piled up all the boxes everywhere. Thanks, Wix. So we had to do some Tetris shuffling, and we've restructured it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we've made it easier for us to use and get in there and sort out now. With the Tetris structure. Poor Eno was in there struggling away with it, and I was just like, I've got to batch cook. I've got to get things done. So as says, today and tomorrow is batch cooking and getting stuff in the ovens and getting stuff in the freezers and stocking things up and making sure we're in a position where we're ready to go. Because we need to be, for the first couple of days, we're okay. Because as I said, he was supposed to start on Monday and he got delayed on his last job. So he's now starting on Thursday. But we need to be, ready to go. Dylan's supposed to be going back to school on February the 22nd. There's still a lot of people moaning about that, going, it's too early. And I sort of agree. But at the same time, excuse me, at the same time, him out the way would be very helpful. Because we haven't been able to do his schoolwork. And I haven't been able to get anything done with him because there's too much other things going off. And we did explain to the teacher that this would be happening and this might be the case. But, what can you do? We can only do so much, and we can only help him so much and try and encourage so much and try and teach him so much. And he's just not having any of it at the moment. Sorry, every time I look down, I'm stirring. So you have to excuse me. I'm just making sure things are stirring away. But yeah, I've got these little trays. These are my trays. And I'm filling them up with meals and shoving them in the fridge and freezer. And they're going to last us for the next couple of weeks. And everything else will just be top-ups of, we'll need bread or we'll need milk or we'll need drinks maybe, because I drink diet lemonade and Dylan drinks juice and you know what I mean. He drinks a lot of milk, to be fair. He drinks more milk than anything else. We might need a tin of beans to have beans on toast, or you know what I mean. It's that kind of thing. Everything else will come out the freezer, which I'm batch cooking now, at least for the next 10 days, if not more. So, we're just gonna have to put up with the chaos and get it done, basically. I don't think it'll take more than, I think, the time he's got in here and done the floor and the ceiling and all that kind of stuff, I think we'll be looking, and plastered the walls, I think it'll be much easier. And then I've got to paint, and it'll be me and Leo painting at like midnight while Dylan's asleep. Which I might show you. I will stream everything I can. Anything I can stream, I will. So you'll be able to see that chaos. What else is going off? Yeah, so I've got to do the walls. And then I'm assuming he'll just chuck everything in and pretty much wire everything up and put all the new taps in and everything and be done. So we're thinking 2 weeks, 20 days at the most. But, excuse me, it really does depend on... Sorry, I've got paprika in my throat because I put a load of paprika in that thing and it's in me. I really should have a drink of water. Let me just use the water tap. Paprika burns are not good. Oh, that made it worse. Excuse me. It's like, you know, when you're cooking spices and they get in the back of your throat and they're hot in the back of your throat. And I'm not cooking anything massively spicy. I mean, I suppose the chicken fajita stuff is spicy, but it's not, you know, like the spiciest thing in the world. But, you know, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to go because I've now got to grate some cheese and start layering this up. This is how I'm doing it. I'm going to layer them up, put some filling between them, layer them up, put some filling between them. We might have a couple of wraps left over, but they'll get eaten. In this house, things get eaten. And that'll be a good start, I think. See you soon.